Safety will implemented, of course, immediately after consultations with the riders, the Safety Commission, Dorna, the International Racing Association. Rapid and swift action taken by, give a big shout out to all of the MotoGP management, all of the Red Bull Ring organisers for taking such swift and decisive action in the short space of time that they had available, Steve.
Yeah, well, you know, it takes years to decide whether you're going to change a layout of the circuit.
Yeah,
they did that in days.
Like it could be their biggest threat, of course, with Polisbarger looking strong on the KTM as well, and Taka Nakagami in contention too.
It's fully fit, Matt. You throw him into contention immediately because his pace is there. He'll start fourth.
Yeah, and of course boosted by that brilliant podium here last weekend to end his bogey run here at the Red Bull Ring. Now these cooler, overcast conditions, it's going to be intriguing to see who has changed their mind in terms of rear tyre choice. Michelin this morning was saying there are only going to be about 5 riders they felt yesterday when we had ambient temperatures in the mid-30s, track temperatures at a peak of 54 degrees. It's a different racetrack today, so will that determine the rear tyre choices of these riders? Will some of them drop from the medium down to the soft? It's going to be fascinating to find out down the grid. It looked like there Fabio Quartararo, as you'd expect. He was coming to the grid on a used rear tyre, so he'll be changing over to a brand new tyre on the grid. So, what have you got?
Yeah, I just had a chat with him, and he believes Honda, Aprilia and Avintia will go for the soft rear. And
It's already in 2020. And, well, there you go, Simon Craig.
The start position is not ideal, but the race pace is very good, and also this morning in the warm-up he found something in the first split, which is where he was losing. So we hope we can get a good start and stay with the leading group, hopefully.
Thinking, Matt, Mike, you know, Paul was incredible.
In 38.4% of them. Astonishing appearance record for Scenario. Alex Mark.
Great start on the KTM, so KTM on pole, KTM look again, just as you said in your analysis, using the penalty loop, if you like, for a bit of an escape road. Look at
fast from, I mean, that gap. I mean, he was where he pinched that second place last weekend, and again, Suzuki working really well. The only thing I would add from last weekend now, I'm sure, is the 20. El Diablo down in 13th place. He's just taken Petrucci.
So it must have been him.
He's going to have Nakagami. It's going to be a... Oh, hang on. Mia decides to go back for it. Well, as these guys keep falling to Miller from Mia, from Nakagami, all got red helmets up on our screens here. They are all on fast laps at the moment.
The mistake coming to turn 1.
Oh, yeah, big mistake. Right up on the rumble strip. I wonder he ended up going right out.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that this way
from it? That was informative.
Fastest man on lap, well, fastest man in the race.
24.6.
Zarco.
Oh, Tech 3 KTM, but it's Mir out front now then. This is the question. Suzuki were much favoured, probably in that Mir on the factory Suzuki.
One thing we've learnt about Mir over the years in the smaller classes, once he gets his confidence, once he got
to this 28 lap race, look at that on the brakes. Miller good on the brakes, he just leaves Nakagami behind. So, and Michelin tell us it's getting cooler. It's going the opposite way to what we normally get when the sun's on it. There's the championship.
Out, because he was.
That was at 14.01. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right now. So Rins, he's on top of Paul Espargaro now. So if Mir has to drop back a place behind Jack Miller, the only question mark over Jack Miller at the moment is his strength over the period of the whole race, having picked up that injury. Who's to say that he would be in a position with these guys anyway? It might be a genuine changing of the guard. To say I don't understand that, but
yeah, the fear is that if he doesn't see it, what are they going to give him a black?
Glad someone's paying attention. That's the trouble, you can get too engrossed in a race.
Going on?
Yeah, there was a lot going on, that's for sure. Mia with a little bobble.
We've not even started what was the second part of the race last week.
And who's one of the absolute professors of looking after the track temperature wise as well. Still Mia. It was a 0.54 there. Maverick number 12, Maverick Vinales, the factory Yamaha, but he's soon to come. Brad on Miguel. Miguel on Brad.
You can imagine what the case is in the top 10.
When it was qualifying 1, if you remember, we couldn't really make our minds up who was going to go through, and you plumped as a bit of a wild card effort.
Korea, but that felt good.
Lecuona, 10th place for him at the moment. Valentino Rossi, 11th place. Fabio Quartararo.
You think about what they've done. Been teammates quite a few times throughout the years in Moto 3 and Moto 2. it was usually...
And there were three leading exponents of that stuck together there. Back with Jack Miller, there's Davide Brivio, Rossi, who's behind Maverick Vinales. Look at the names that are back there. Incredible stuff. Here we go again. Wonder what happened with... This might be a simple racetrack with only 10 corners, and even one of them doesn't seem to be much of one, but it's a difficult race. 36 of Joan Mir, just 22 years old. This is only his 22nd MotoGP. Up towards turn 1. Now then,
Keith Dobbie's 4.4 seconds behind. He is Paul Espargaro about 4 places up the road, and he is going to bite the screen until he gets on the back of him.
There's a lot of top riders vying for position. That's Joan Mir right out on the, as were many others. Pity we didn't stay with it, that's for sure. 36, Joan Mir.
That's Morbidelli there out of the seat.
In the mirror. Rins is the face in the mirror. With Michael Laverty, the only thing they can really do is either extend the soft limiter so it doesn't hit the hard limiter, putting stress on the motor. Well, that's going to close things.
No brakes, he's jumped off it!
No brakes. They talked about it in the lead up, didn't they? To down, literally just jumped off it when he had no brake.
Wow.
He's go! Oh, and that was a right mess for Rins. Rins got a jump and then he went backwards, so Rins has lost out on this race. Safe down at turn 3, which is where he wants to be, because Jack Miller has got a fast old Ducati homing in on him down that straight. This is going to be bravery on the brakes, and both these guys are good at it. Jack Miller gets underneath Mir. Can he pull it back down to the... Looking at Jack Miller. Jack Miller again gets away on the 43. The 44 of Polis there as well. Dovizioso gets a reasonable start, but he's only in 6th place. He's going to have to work hard if he's going to want to get...
Dobbie's coming, he's going to get past Binder up the straight here, despite... Oh no.
Well, he's looking at... Back straight. Down towards turn 2 we're at now.
Really isn't. Yeah, Binder's got the inside for the next corner.
Oh, and Oliveira's got the inside of him. So Oliveira making moves everywhere.
Paul Espargaro.
Yeah, after Paul Espargaro.
Dobbie, that's late.
And good. Brilliant stuff, but is he? That's for sure. Miller has done it all perfectly so far. 10 laps to go. Joan Mir, though, you've got to fancy it. And I'll tell you what, Jack Miller got...
So, yeah, 4 laps gone. Now, look at the lap times. Impressive lap times. They're nearly qualifying lap times at 23.8.
Maybe he ran out of tyres, because that looks to me like the Suzuki.
Yeah, you're right. He had no grip
at all. None. There goes Paul. Paul Espargaro took the inside of Mir. Mir's going nowhere. So the Suzuki's efforts have been thwarted here with this shortened race. Joan Mir team, Miguel Oliveira.
Bear in mind, Miguel Oliveira is 0.5 of a second down in 4th place. This man, who's been in...
Jack Miller, spectacular. He seems to do it with ease, though, and he makes them... Oliveira, well, he look at the inside coming down into turn 10. It would have been a bit too much opportunism by Hein down at turn 3. Back to what, 2nd gear? Maybe first. So, tyre, look at that front tyre. It's beginning to grain up. Yep. Left-hand side, As 3 laps to go. Paul Espargaro from Jack Miller. I wonder if Jack Dobbie knows that. Paul Espargaro, can he hang on?
Now it's all about, can he control those emotions? He's got 2 laps leading. This is uncharted territory. He's had 1 MotoGP podium in 7 years of racing.
109, bottom step of the podium. Paul Espargaro for KTM, looking to equal Brad Binder's Bruno. Here we go then, Paul Espargaro, almost there, 2.6 miles to go, just over.
Catch him, he's just done a 24.1, if he does another 24.1 he's won the race, but when they put +0 on your board, you then think
he doesn't have to take it out, he doesn't have to go
completely defensive. You lose time by going defensive. Look how much time he's lost.
You're so right. And here comes Jack on the brakes up into turn 4. There you go. The management may have given this away. Miguel Oliveira is going to look to try and relegate him. He is going to hate himself for what he did at turn 3. Paul Espargaro, last corner coming up. Miller's going to go.
It's tight.
This is going to be Marc Marquez and Andrea Dovizioso. That's Guy Gudon and Mathilde, the daughter of Hervé Pontarel, jumping up and down. It's a KTM win, whichever. Yeah, we need that verification that Miguel Oliveira didn't touch the green anywhere as well.
I don't think he did.
He was
the challenge for the lead, it's tight.
but they both got through, but then it all ran out a little bit wide as we get...
He sets the last corner up, hoping these two are going to go wide. Look, he waits, sets it up. Thank you very much.
Yep, he did. And wow,
what a race.
big black line from Pole's KTM as he comes to the line, but it's Miguel Oliveira. 12 laps, Miguel Oliveira picks it off, but you read that so right, Hodgie. They gave him the wrong...